Hello wrestling fans and welcome to another edition of Tag Team. I'm your host, Invincible E. Vincent. Caesar Scorpio is away on assignment. Tonight we're going to talk about what happened on TNA Impact, or should I say Impact Wrestling. Let's go ahead and get into it. First match, Mickie James, Miss Tessmacher versus Madison Rayne and Tara. Mickie James and Tessmacher win this match. Obviously this is a lead up to Mickie James's match that she's going to have against Madison Rayne. The stakes for that match: if Madison Rayne wins, she's going to get the belt. If Mickie James wins, Tara gets to go free. She's going to be released from her contract with Madison Rayne. So we can see pretty much who Tara's going to be rooting for in that match. Moving on, in between match 1 and 2, Matt Hardy comes out and taunts Beer Money. He indicates that the tag match that he's going to have with them, his partner in that match is not going to be who they thought it was going to be. Everybody assumed it was going to be Jeff Hardy. Nope. Turns out it's going to be Chris Harris, who's got some history with James Storm. They used to be tag partners. So we'll see how this turns out, possibly provoking some dissension maybe with the folks over at Beer Money. Don't know. We'll see what happens. Going forward, match number 2 was between Sangriento and Suicide. We spoke before about Sangriento and who is or might be or might not be behind the mask. At this point, I don't care. Sangriento showed some skills tonight. I was very, very impressed. Lots of acrobatic moves, lots of action. There was never a dull moment during this match. Sangriento topped off he won the match, topped it off with bounce off the second rope, and turned that into a chin check / RKO / Stone Cold Stunner. Awesome. It was a very, very entertaining match. I give it a thumbs up. Right after that match, Immortal comes into the ring. For no good reason, Ric Flair puts a boot into Suicide like he didn't have enough problems already. Hulk Hogan demands that the network representative come down to the ring right then. All of a sudden, after the break, after the Jarretts joined Immortal in the ring, who shows up but Mick Foley. Mick Foley says that he's the network executive or the network representative. He's the one that's been checking Hulk Hogan at every single turn ever since March 3rd, and he's there to make sure that they don't take TNA off the rails, or should I say Impact Wrestling. He introduces the term Impact Wrestling. He lets everybody know that wrestling matters. Sort of a jab at the folks down the road at the E, who've been seen to be trying to step away from the term wrestling of late. And he also introduces none other than Kurt Angle's partner in the mixed tag team match that they're going to have against the Jarretts, none other than Chyna. Yes, that Chyna. She's back. She looks like she's ready to wrestle. She's not as bulky as she used to be, but she still looks fit. And she showed some of that fitness later on in the show. Moving on, after that, they had a match between Abyss, Crimson, and also Samoa Joe. Long and short of it, Crimson wins. Abyss is still angry, and Samoa Joe's intro music still sounds overweight. On to that. After that, the number 4 match was the 25-man Battle Royal for the number 1 contender spot for the championship. This was ordered by Mick Foley earlier in the show. Anderson wound up winning that. And it's about time that he got a seat at the table. Now, this was after some twists and turns involving the Jarretts and Chyna. It's about time again that Anderson get a shot at the championship. In my opinion, he's been waiting too long. Sting seems enthusiastic about it. Maybe a little bit too enthusiastic. It seems like he might be looking straight past RVD towards his match with Anderson, should he win on Sunday. RVD made a point of it to let him know, hey, listen, we're still going to have a match. I'm not just going to lay down. So, again, we'll see what happens on Sunday, but it should be good. Off of that and on to the 3 the hard way. For this week, number 1 goes to TNA, just overall. It looks like they're fighting. They're sincerely fighting to get eyeballs and audience dollars. Bringing back people that used to be in wrestling from a long time ago that people find near and dear. It seems like it's playing out a little bit. WWE's been doing it, TNA's been doing it. But on the other hand, who doesn't like seeing Mick Foley? China, she looks like she's in good shape. She looks like she's ready to rock. She's had some issues in the past. Looks like she looks healthy, so hopefully those issues are behind her. Everything looks good going forward towards Sacrifice. So I think TNA is moving in the right direction. It seems like every time the folks at the E make some sort of misstep or anything, TNA is trying to match them step for step. So we'll see how it develops, but overall I think TNA is fighting for it. I got to give them props for that. Number 2 on the list would be R-Truth. This week on Monday Night Raw, R-Truth and Rey Mysterio now apparently out of nowhere have a beef. Obviously, R-Truth had a beef previously with John Morrison. John Morrison had to go away for surgery. He's going to be away from wrestling for about 4 weeks. Well, I think they said 4 to 6 weeks. It was a neck injury, so I don't know why they're rushing it. Just my idea, or just my thought. But nonetheless, so now R-Truth's attention is turned toward Rey Mysterio for no good reason. Everybody saw what happened on there. All I got to say about that is 3 words: reel it in a little bit. Just reel it in. That's all I got to say about that. Moving on to number 3, MVP Montel Vontavious Porter. As most of you know, MVP was released from WWE at the end of last year. Since then, he's been working with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Right now, they have a tour going on in Rahway, New Jersey. I believe they're going to be there the 13th, 14th, and 15th. You may want to double check their website to make sure the dates or whatever if you're going to be in that area and you want to see the show. But what really struck me this week was MVP had an interview with IWantWrestling.com. David Lagana from that site had about a 90-minute conversation that they broke up in 2 parts with MVP, and he spoke about how he got started in wrestling, some things that he went through before he got into wrestling, his history, and he spoke about the development cycles that some of the new wrestlers are going through, and some of the development cycle that he thinks they should go through. Different issues. He spoke about his history with Chris Benoit and the tragedy with his family. It was very in-depth, very real. I don't know another word to use for it. It was just very authentic, and it was a very good interview. I think everybody should check it out. Somewhere in there's either a book or a movie, honestly. So if you have a chance, go ahead, go over to IWantWrestling.com. Check out that interview. If you have trouble finding it, we have the links on our site, UnifiedWrestling.com. But take a listen to it. Very, very well done. Props. I have to give MVP props. Dude's got a whole lot of depth. Everybody should check it out. That's pretty much what we have for you this week. Tune in on Tuesday. Once again, we'll have another edition of Tag Team Wrestling Talk. My name is Invincible E. Vincent. For me and Caesar Scorpio, who's away on assignment. Take care. Good night. God bless.